Hi guys, welcome back to another collection update on the channel for July. Haven't got that much for you unfortunately today. Probably not the best thing to really say right at the start of the video, but it's been a very busy month for me, what with work and Crash Bandicoot month. Haven't had a lot of time to pick up anything really, so I've only got a few bits to share with you, but nevertheless, still pumped because there's some decent pickups here in my opinion, and probably some of the best ones I've picked up so far. No disrespect to some of the rest of the games I've got, but these ones I'm really chuffed with, so yeah, I'm going to get straight into it. So first of all, I got Blu Ray. Now this is a film I watched at the start of the year, and it was one of those moments where I was like, as soon as that comes out, I'm getting it on Blu Ray. And that was Patriots Day. Based on the true events of the Boston bombings with the Boston Marathon, a really well done film, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very gripping, edge of the seat, heart-pounding film really, and emotional. It was hard to watch. It really was emotional, to be honest with you. But just the way they done it, I thought was fantastic. Incorporating some of the real life CCTV that happened that day into the film, it just really opened your eyes, really, and just yeah, really enjoyed the film. So if you haven't watched it, I do highly recommend it because it is a really good film, and I think it deserves 5 stars actually instead of 4. The Guardian being a bit stingy there, but yeah, really good film. Up next is Pin on the channel. If you haven't seen it by now, then what have you been doing? Because probably my most, I wouldn't say successful, but in a way I would, I'd say really for me, because it's brought me quite a lot of views on the channel as well, I guess, for me anyway, and it's just been really fun to play. I've really enjoyed it. No matter what I've said in my videos, I do love it. Like, I obviously get very frustrated, very angry, very emotional, very loud, and sometimes scream into my microphone, which I apologise for, but it was a great game. Vicarious Visions actually came out and said themselves that obviously it is harder than the originals for the pure and simple reason that they had to change some of the jumping mechanics. They pretty much put the same jumping mechanics in all 3 games, the same one, should I say, whereas Crash 1, Crash 2 and Crash 3 back in the day obviously had different, obviously, jumping. So that made it very difficult for me, especially on the first game. It was just an absolute nightmare. But I loved it. And I mean, if you haven't checked it out on my channel, I've done the first game and the second game 100% all the way through. I've stuck a couple of other videos in there as well. But just a really well done game. And that's what a remaster should be for me. I love some of the tweaks they've made with some of the music. Just the odd tweak here and there, I just think fits perfectly. And for me, I will do a proper review of it soon, once I've done the 3rd game. But for me, it is probably going to be very highly rated. 10 out of 10. Possibly, there's always room for improvement, but what a game. And if anyone had any questions on the 3rd one, I am going to be doing it, but it's going to be coming a bit later on in the year and more sporadically. It won't be a full everyday upload. It'll probably be once a week, similar to like my Way Back When Wednesdays and stuff like that. So it'll be there and thereabouts. So it'll be on the channel. Don't you worry about that. Next, back to some PS1. So big wrestling fans, I mentioned in the last collection update. So I picked up WWF SmackDown. I'm really looking forward to playing this. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but yeah, I think this is one of the first ones on PlayStation. But yeah, special guest referee, you can't do that anymore, can you? Creator Superstar was still on there. Yeah, backstage area. Oh, just can't wait looking at that. It's going to be great. So yeah, bit more of a shout out there, because obviously the chill out games that I get these PS1 games from, off of Amazon, like again, like the cases come in such good condition, the manuals, the inlays, and the discs themselves as well, fantastic. So yeah, chuffed to pieces with these, especially because I like collecting the old games. And up next, one of 3 that I want to obviously get, but I picked up the second one, so a bit random really. Tomb Raider 2. Obviously I've got the newer ones on Xbox One, but this one I wanted to pick up because I just remember it being so bloody hard, and I think if I'm going to swear at Crash Bandicoot, what the hell am I going to do to this game, because it was so hard. It's the one when you start off with the Great Wall. I can't remember if this is the one where you lock the old man in the freezer or not, I can't remember, but still. That's going to be very fun to play through, and I'm looking forward to doing that. But yeah, so Tomb Raider 2. And finally, Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition. I bought this on its release date all those years ago, and I traded it in and never got it back again. I haven't had this for over 5 years, I don't think. Never completed it all the way through. This is Game of the Year Edition. Got it brand new, fairly cheap. So it's obviously got the main game, Undead Nightmare and multiplayer. So yeah, going to head back to the Wild Wild West as John Marston. I don't actually remember too much about it, to be honest with you, so that'll be quite good. But as you can see, over 160 Game of the Year awards. Insane. And yeah, after the announcement of Red Dead Redemption 2, it was a no-brainer really. I thought I really need to get that and check it out. So that was the thought process behind that one. And that is my last one I've got to share with you this month. So may seem a bit rushed, I don't know, but I don't really have too much to say on some of these at the moment because I haven't really obviously played them in such a long time. The film I've only watched once, and Crash Bandicoot I've been doing anyway. So yeah, these are my pickups for the month. As I said, not too much. I've got a lot more coming for August, so that'll be a bit more of a bigger episode. But yeah, any comments on any of these, as usual, just let me know. Played any of them? Any thoughts on them? If you hate them, if you like them, obviously do let me know. And I look forward to seeing you for a back to normal schedule in August. So if you can drop me a like, drop me a comment, fire away a question on anything you like. Subscribe as always, and I'll catch you in just a bit.